Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a super simple Valentine's Day makeup look. We're going to be doing a little bit of brown to keep it nice and neutral, and then a little pop of red just to get into the Valentine's Day theme. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. So I already put on my toner, hyaluronic acid, moisturizer, eye cream, and I'm gonna go in and add a little bit of this e.l.f. Jelly Pop primer just to allow it to dry while we go into the eyes. So I'm just gonna be pressing this in. I love how this smells. It smells like watermelon. Can I eat it? Just kidding. All right, so now that that is on, we're gonna allow it to get nice and tacky. I already prepped my eyes. I just used a little bit of concealer since I carved out my eyebrows, so I just went ahead and dragged the concealer down, and I set it with some pressed powder. So we're all ready for the eyes. The first item that I'm going to go into is this Maybelline Color Tattoo Eye Stick, and this one is in the shade I Am Determined, and it's just a brown shade. So I'm going to put this on my eyelid, and I am going to go one eyelid at a time, just because once this like sets, it's not going anywhere. So I'm going to grab this Eco Tools micro blending brush, and I'm just going to start like kind of brushing it, patting it in to the eyelid. And what I like about this brush is that once it touches the crease, it kind of just blends it out for you. So it's super nice and simple. I feel like I'm tugging at my eye, but it's an eye stick. And it's matte, so it's not like super, super creamy, but like for a long wear type of like eyeshadow look, these are like your best bet as far as like drugstore eye sticks, because they seriously will not move. Like once you have them on there, it's like done deal. All right, so now I'm gonna go into the other eye and just do the same thing. Apply that on there, and then I'll go back into the brush or in with the brush and start blending this out. And I'm like literally like bringing it up to my crease. So I really want to focus the brown on the eyelid. And then once there's not so much product on the brush, I'll go into the crease. So just like this to start softening up the color on the crease. Since this is the only color that we're going to go in with on the upper eyes. So I'm just going back and making sure that there's no harshness here. Okay, there we go. I really hope that the camera is catching like the darker shade on the eyelid and then the softer, more lighter shade on the crease. I don't know if it's capturing it. Like, can you see it? Comment down below if you can or if you can't. I got extra lighting in here for you guys. Okay, so now we're all done with the eyes for now. Now we're gonna go into the face, and first things first, I'm gonna go in with these two e.l.f. color correcting concealers. I have the shade Peach and the shade Yellow. So I'm gonna put this on my under eyes. So I'm gonna do a dot there and here with the peach color. And then I'm going to take the yellow color and I'm going to put it just right in between here and then on the outer part. And I don't really allow this to dry up. I just right away go in and blend it out. For that, I'm gonna go in with the Real Techniques 210 Expert Concealer Brush, and I'm just gonna start tapping and mixing these two colors. I feel like I should have done like a before and after of this, just so that you guys could see how it cancels out the dark circles under my eyes, but oh well. I'll do it on another video. So I'm actually going in with a little bit more of the peach color, and I'm just going to again tap that in right under my dark circles, which as you can tell is the whole under eye. Like, I need sleep. All right, so if you're going on a date night or just staying in with your girls, but you want to look super nice and put together, you obviously want to go in with a foundation that's long wearing. So I'm going to go in with the Milani 2-in-1 Perfect and Conceal foundation. And I'm just going to put this on my fingers and start distributing it all over my face. And I'm also going to grab a little bit and put it on my neck. Then I'm going to start blending it out with a beauty blender, and I start at like my nose and then start taking it outward. So doing that here, and then I'm going to avoid my under eyes per usual. And now I'm just going to start bringing it down to my neck and blending out the foundation that I put on my neck. So now we're going to go into the concealer, and for the concealer I'm going to go in with the Milani Conceal and Perfect concealer. This one is in the shade 135 medium beige. I'm just going to put a little bit on the forehead, a little bit on the bridge of the nose, Cupid's bow, a little bit on the side of the nose, and then under eye, inner corner, outer corner, same for this eye. And I'm also going to put a little bit on the side of my mouth, just a little bit. And while the concealer dries up, I'm going to go into my bronzer stick, and I'm going to be using the ColourPop bronze stick bronzer, ¿cómo se llama? ColourPop bronze stick cream bronzer. And I'm just going to apply it to my forehead, and then I'm going to do a little V shape on my nose and on my cheekbones. My cheekbones are pretty high, so I keep my cream bronzer pretty high. I think I am going to go in with a little bit on the jawline and just a little bit under the lip. To blend out the cream bronzer, I'm going to be going in with the Real Techniques 200 Expert Face Brush, and I'm just going to start tapping that in. Didn't I put pins on my hair so that it wouldn't come off? Okay. So I'm just going to start tapping this in very lightly and bringing it all the way up to like my hairline. I'm going to go on the nose. Just tap that in, bring it up a little bit onto the side of the nose. Guys, I don't think I put these clips on right today because they are not cooperating. So now we'll go on the cheekbones. I feel like this look is gonna be like bronzy with a touch of red, to be honest. That's just, I don't know. I feel like I love a bronzy look, so I kind of feel like I always do that, but you can never go wrong with a bronzy look, you know what I mean? Like it just looks good for like daytime, nighttime. So if you're having like a day date, it's good. And then if you're having a night date, it works perfect. And if you're having an all day date, even better. So I think I'm gonna add just a little bit of cream blush. So I'm gonna go in with the Juvia's Place Perky Poppy because this one is like a darker shade, and I'm just gonna put a little bit right up here by my temples. And to blend this out, I'm gonna go in with the Real Techniques 100 brush. It doesn't have a name to it, actually. I thought it did. So I'm just gonna keep that on the side, bring it into the middle of the apples of my cheeks a little bit. I'm trying not to touch the concealer, but honestly, it's inevitable. So if it touches it, oh well. There we go. Just to, you know, keep it with the little like red vibes that we're going for. We don't want it to be all bronzy either. All right. Bringing it up close to my eyebrows, or basically on top of my eyebrows. And now the concealer is nice and semi-dry, so we're gonna go ahead and start blending this out. I'm gonna take the same beauty blender that I used to press in my foundation, just using a different side to it. This one is a e.l.f. blending sponge. It came in a trio blending sponge pack. So it's this big one, a concealer one. I meant I should have used that one. Oh well. So this one, a concealer one, and then like a little pyramid one, which I love to use for setting powder. Okay, there we go. We're just gonna bring this all the way to the side. Okay, and then now we're gonna start blending the under eye, just doing steady tapping motions. You guys, so let me tell you real quick that so I went to the eye doctor, whatever it's called, and I need glasses. Like, this man told me that I need to wear glasses the whole time that I'm awake, and I'm just like, what? Excuse you, sir? So I think it's like, I don't know. I know my vision was like going bad because like at work, I'm on the computer all day pretty much. And I could see like when I'm looking at the words, I see like if they had like an effect, like an outline plus glow effect. So I kind of have to be like super up close to my screen just to like see like what these words are saying. And also when I'm like driving at night, I see a lot of glare, so stay out the streets at night, because I'm just kidding. But no, I would see like a glare, and that's when I was like, okay, like my vision has changed. I do wear glasses, but I don't have to, like, my last doctor told me I didn't have to wear them all the time. It was just like when I was reading, when I was on the computer. But now this doctor told me you need to wear them the whole time that like you're awake. Um, but yeah, like I knew that my vision was getting bad. I just didn't know that it was that bad. So that's a little life update. All right, I'm taking the brush that I used for my cream bronzer and I'm just going over one more time where I had originally put the cream bronzer with whatever is left on the brush just to bring back the cream bronzer. So there we go. Just so that we don't lose the color there. I saw that there's like this thing where like you apply all your cream products and then you just start blending it out, but I don't know. I feel like you would need like super small brushes for that. Now I'm gonna go in with my setting powder. This one is the Airspun Loose Face Powder in Naturally Neutral. So I'm just gonna put some on the lid. And then I'm gonna pick up my powder puff, swirl that in here. And on the palm of my hand, I'm going to just kind of like swirl it and then we'll go right into the under eye. So now I'm just going to grab more setting powder and apply this anywhere else that I put concealer. Oh, I didn't put concealer there. I didn't even blend this part out. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Lovely, lovely. Anyways, going back to the setting powder, gonna keep applying this where I put concealer. And I'm gonna go in with this Eco Tools angled powder brush and just start pressing in all of the powder and kind of like bringing it anywhere else that I didn't go in with the powder puff, just to make the other cream products get set. I'm gonna bring it down to my neck too, since we did go in with foundation on the neck, just to set it. And another thing that I've been doing is going in with a pressed powder. This one is a Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder in the shade Translucent, and all I do is grab the same powder puff, swirl it in there. Again, swirl it on the back of my hand, and I just focus this in the inner corner of my eyes just to brighten this area up a little bit more. So just like that. Oh, I almost dropped this. That would have been bad. So same for this eye. Just mainly focus it on like the middle part while we go in with our bronzer, which I'm gonna be using this Maybelline Superstay powder foundation as my bronzer. As you can tell, I love this. I pretty much use it on a daily basis as my powder bronzer. So to pick that up, I'm going in with this Real Techniques 204 Expert. Oh no, this is just a buffing brush. So I'm going to tap off the excess, and then on the palm of my hand, I'm going to press off any excess also, and then start applying this anywhere that we put that cream bronzer. Need to grab a little bit more. I'm just tapping this in. I used to like swipe it on with my fan brush, but lately, like for the most part, I've just been tapping in the bronzer. So now I'm going to go on to the side and the jawline. And then for the blush, I'm going to go into this Juvia's Place Duo blush. This one is the volume 1, and these are the shades that are in there. For today's look, I'm going in with the raspberry shade, and I'm just picking this up with the Real Techniques 449 tapered cheek brush. So I'm just going to tap this in here, tap off the excess, and like a little bit goes a long way with this. Like this is a whole lot. So again, I'm going to go on the palm of my hand and just remove any excess powder off. And then I'm going to put this where I put my blush, the cream blush. So just really high on the high points of my cheeks and onto the temples and a little bit around the brows. So just like that. And now I'm gonna take this Real Techniques 400 setting brush and just start dusting off the Maybelline pressed powder. So we were basically baking with that pressed powder. There we go. And now for my setting spray, I'm going in with the Milani Make It Last setting spray. And I'm just gonna apply this all over the face, or spray it all over the face. And I'm gonna speed up the drying time. So now we're gonna go into the eyes, and for the eyeliner, I'm going in with this e.l.f. H2O Proof Inkwell eyeliner. This one is in the shade Caffeinated, and it's just a brown shade. So I'm gonna shake this up. It said on the packaging to shake it up to start up the waterproof formula, I'm guessing, and I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyeliner off camera, and I will be right back. All right, you guys, the eyeliner is now on, and I went ahead and curled my lashes, and now we're gonna go into the mascara. For the mascara, I'm going in with the L'Oreal Telescopic Waterproof Mascara, and I'm just going to start applying this. And what I've been doing lately is just putting it on the tips instead of going into the root. I just find that this gives me the most like volume for my eyelashes. It was like when I was going in to the root, it was just creating too much like clumpiness. So I just started to do this like tips only, and it works out perfect. I do tightline my waterline afterwards, sometimes before, but for the most part afterwards. So that's like 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 coats of mascara. And now I'm going to grab this Essence Stay in Play gel liner, and this one is in the shade brown, and I'm just going to real quickly tightline my waterline. At first I was so scared of like tightlining my waterline because I was like, ¿qué tal si me pico un ojo? But it's not that bad. It's not that hard. So I was gonna go right to my lips, but since we're already on the eyes, I'm gonna go into this Juvia's Place, the Saharan palette. These are the shades that are in here. I'm gonna go into this red shade right here. This one is called Sokoto. And I'm going to pick that up with this Real Techniques 074 brush. Just tap this in here. This is like a smudge brush, and I'm gonna put this on my lower lash line, not waterline, lash line, and I'm going to just start off by like stamping it real quick, and then I'll start blending it. And I don't want to go past this right here, so I don't want to go over here. I'm just gonna keep it like right to there. So I'll go ahead and do that on this eye as well. So like I was doing my makeup for work one morning, and I was like smudging out my eyeshadow down here. Girl, tell me why me pique el ojo and my eyes started watering so bad. Like my concealer started to come off. That's how bad it was. I was like, what the hell is going on? So yeah, I kind of try to avoid this piece right here now and keep it like under my waterline too, just so that I don't end up doing that little crying session again. Maybe I'll lightly bring it in, just lightly, okay, lightly. There we go. And now I'm going to go in with this Real Techniques 075 brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Senegal. And that is this gold shade right here. So I'm just going to grab that, tap off the excess. I feel like this picked up a lot, so let's see. And then I'm going to put this on my inner corner. I'm going to kind of bring it up a little bit onto like the inner crease part, just lightly. Yeah. And now we're going to go into the lips. So for the lip liner, I'm going in with this Morphe lip liner. This one is in the shade Mina, and this is like a bright yet a little bit dark red. So I'm just going to start lining the lips. So I'm going to overline the middle part a little bit. Maybe a lot. My lips are like looking crazy. But now we're going to go in with the lip color, and I'm going in with this Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink in the shade 340 Accelerator. So let's go right into the lips. And this color is like not going to move from your lips once you apply it. Like maybe you'll have to apply it in the middle part after like drinking, eating, but like it's not so much that you have to touch up. It's literally like right here and like right here. That's it. So when I go in with a bolder like lip color, I like to like open up my mouth and get like the inner part. So like that and like that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and spray my face one more time and speed up the drying time. All right, you guys, and that is all for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and show some love by hitting that like button. Please comment down below what else you would like to see. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button too. I'm sending you all so much love, and I will see you all on my next video.